taking it to the car. Well, good evening, baseball fans, and welcome to EGN Sports live broadcast of Covington Reds 16U baseball. Our Covington Reds have come out the pool play as the number one seed and will be taking on the Pickles 16U squad. Not sure where they're from. Hopefully, one of the parents will let me know. But sit back as we have made it to the final four of today's Mother's Day tournament. We got Chris Ross sitting on the mound today, and he'll be delivering his first pitch. Inside, and that's a ball. Beautiful weather on this Saturday evening before Mother's Day as Chris blows a strike straight down the middle, evens up the count at 1-1. Once again, a great day of baseball. He throws one outside, misses the corner, and now he's behind in the count 2-1. Once again, I can't express how great the weather has been. Beautiful tournament as Chris slips off the mound but drills one straight down the pipe, and now he evens up the count at 2-2. He does. So the sun is right in the outfielder's eye. So this is going to be a little challenge for those guys, and the ball's popped out there. Chris throws another one out, and so he gets himself caught up into a full count. Top of the first inning, first batter of the evening, and the pitch right down the middle. The batter swings and fouls it back. We got some excited folks here today to watch this Final Four contest as Chris Rock is on the mound. Chris Ross, I'm sorry. Ooh, throws it outside and gets the walk. So we start off with a walk here to open up the game, and just like the other two games, we are starting off pretty slow. So now they got a man on first base, no outs here in the top of the first inning. Just to run around the bases here. As soon as I get a chance to let you know where everybody's playing, so you can find out where your favorite player is playing today. Chris takes a peek over to first on first base. We got Lewis Cheney. Nice pitch there by Chris as he gets the first strike on the second batter of the day. Pitch right there, right down the pipe. So that's two straight pitches straight down the pipe. So Chris's velocity is really nice here to start off the game. Great thing to see. Count is 0-2 here. Man on first base. Chris seems like he's coming back with a vengeance. Blows another one right by him. Yep, bases covered. Bases covered, so no need to. So Chris gets our first strikeout of the evening as he mows down the number two batter. Right now, folks, out in the field, we're going to talk about first base. Got Mr. Lewis Cheney over there on first. We got Sage Lovelace covering up second base. First pitch is a ball to the third batter. Looks like that's Tyson out there on short. No, is that Kurt? That's Kurt. I'm sorry. That's Kurt there on second, on shortstop. Then we got Cameron on third. That's a nice pitch right there as we got Caden in left field. Gabriel White's playing center, and Devontae rounds out the outfield in right field. Count is evened up at 1-1. Runner takes off. We fire it way down there. They can't see it at all. Sage jumped out of the way because he had no clue where that ball was coming. So it's going to be a challenge here until the sun goes out. Luckily, the lights go on. So this is one of those cases where you want the sun to go out, and because it is directly in their eyes. And being in the field on the first inning is not the ideal situation as we give up a steal to second base. Nice throw down there to second base by Tyson. Ooh, nice pitch. Catches the outside corner, but did not get the call. That'll take the count to 31 here on the batter. Chris looks back to second base and delivers. Nice pitch. Ooh. Ooh, that caught the outside corner. Umpire didn't think so. And that's going to be a walk there. So now they have men on first and second here. One out here in the top of the first inning. Chris overviewing the atmosphere. He looks back at second base, man on first. and delivers the pitch right down the middle.
Good pitch.
No discrepancies with that call as he leads the count here 0-1. Umpire puts up the hold sign, and now he gives him the okay, and Chris delivers the pitch. Nice pitch, a little bit high and outside, and that'll even up the count 1-1. So once again, folks, we went 2-0 here in our pool play. This is the final four for tonight's tournament. Nice pitch right there as Chris is finding his angles as he throws one right down the pipe, and the count goes to 1-2. One out here in the top of the first inning. And the pitch, nice. Batter's battling here, and he fights one off, fouls it back over the dugout. And that'll keep the count at 1-2. And the pitch swung on and popped over again. The dugout goes into the other field. All the parents are yelling heads up. So the batter is battling here with Mr. Chris Ross as he's setting up again. Two straight foul balls. Oh, he throws one high, bounced off the back. Tyson decides to hold it up. Both runners advance, and now they have a runner on second and third in scoring position. And there's still just one out here in the top of the first inning. So that'll even up the count here on the batter at 2-2. I think that one might have just slipped off of Chris's head. He's ready to rear back and fire. And the delivery. Nice pitch. Mr. Chris goes ahead and strikes the batter out. So now we got two outs here, folks, in the top of the first inning. They do have runners in scoring position on second and third. Contest is still tied at 0 right now. And we're trying to get out of this inning by getting that infamous third out. Chris likes the signal and the pitch. Nice one again as the ball's popped. The batter flies one out over the first base fence. So nice swing there by the batter as he fouls it a long way outside of the fence area, down first base line. So as we try to find our way to get some balls, they hit two over there, so we're just trying to locate those balls so we can keep the action going. But once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning into the live broadcast. We're broadcasting live from Winder, Georgia, home of the Mother's Day Classic. It's a one-day tournament, folks. Championship will be decided tonight as the winner of this game will head over into the championship game as this is the final four game. Back to the action. There's one count here with two outs. And the pitch. Ooh, he loses that one. Real short backstop on both of these fields that we played on, so not a lot of movement on the bases as Tyson does a fantastic job of getting the ball and putting it back in play. And now the count is even at 1-1. Chris eyes the batter and throws the pitch. Nice pitch right there. Ooh, umpire didn't like that one. He thought that one was a little low. That'll take the count to 2-1. Chris trying to find out the strike zone that the umpire is going to be calling. That's a great pitch right there. There's no discrepancies with that one as the count goes even at 2-2. So trying to find that illustrious third out here. Chris well ahead on the count, 2-2, and the pitch. Ooh, it's hit out to left field. And we make the catch and get out of the inning. So Mr. Ferenz out there in left field takes 3 or 4 steps, makes the catch, and we get out the inning. So great job by Chris. Got himself in a little trouble there with runners on second and third, but was able to work himself out of it. Once again, folks, want to thank you for tuning into the live broadcast. EGN Sports is bringing it to you all the way from Winder, Georgia, as your Covington Reds 16U have made it to the Final Four at the Mother's Day Classic. All right, folks, we make our way to the bottom of the first inning. We get out without giving up a run in that inning. Chris Ross, who's our pitcher today, ran into a little trouble, was able to work himself out of it. And now we move over to the bottom of the first inning. And Gabriel White is be first up to the plate. And he'll be followed with Devontae Hartman sitting on deck. What's not working?
No, not yours.
All right, so okay, folks. So getting ready to start the bottom of the first inning. Like I said, Gabriel White, number 10, will be first in the batter's box, followed by Devontae Hardeman. So could this be that game that we start a lot faster than we started in our previous two? We had to brush off all the cobwebs to start off our first game and first tournament here for our Covington Reds 16U. Got it. All right, so the pitcher's finished getting warm. Gabriel getting ready to step into this batter's box. Like I said, hopefully we can have a faster start than we've had in our previous two games. So far, it's been a great day here for the Covington Reds 16U. As playing baseball is what they do, and we're really excited to be able to broadcast live from Winder, Georgia. Always great when that leadoff batter gets on base, so we're definitely pulling hard for Gabriel White to see if he can go ahead and put something in play and get on down to first base. So to get us started off here in the bottom of the first, the pitch is delivered. Nice pitch right there by the pitcher. Caught it on the inside. And Gabe falls behind 0-1. And the pitch. Swung on and missed. Takes the count to 0-2. So Gabe knows exactly where it is.
Gabe, you got it.
That's high and outside. Takes the count to 1-2.
Keep your eye on it. You got it.
Beautiful Saturday evening, right before Mother's Day. That's outside as well, so they'll take the count even to 2-2. So Gabe is battling his way back in to the count, 2-2.
You got it. Oh,
okay. Bottom of the first, score is even at 0-0. And the pitch. That's high as well, so that's 3-2. That takes the count to full, folks. So Gable has battled his way back.
You got it.
He's looking to protect right here. We would love to have that first runner on base. And the pitch. Oh! He swung, went down, bent that knee, and that'll be our first out of the inning. Next in the batter's box is Devontae Hardeman with Kurt Campbell on deck. Swung on and fouled back to the backstop. And Devontae fall back early in the count to 0-1. We do have one out on us here in the bottom of the first inning. Once again, trying to do our best to get a faster start than we've had in our previous two games. Pitcher didn't like the signal, decided to shake it off, and he goes back to work. That's inside. Devontae backs out the way, and that'll take the count even to 1. Of course, his teammates are going to tell him to wear that one, but these ball players want to hit the baseball. And the pitch. That's high. Oh! Okay, now when you see the catcher's glove go up, that's more than likely going to be, do not swing at that pitch. I don't care what you do. And when you see a pitch like that, you're not going to swing at that one, especially when the glove goes up by the catcher. He fights that. That's a foul ball as he bounces the ball off of his person. So the count will stay at 1-2 here on Devontae. We do have one out here in the bottom of the first inning. The ball hit him. He hit the ball and he hit him. Yep, give him some clarification here on that pitch. As the count is 1-2 and the next pitch. Oh, that's low. Okay, so we're just talking about with the last ball was low. Should we have swung at it? He's not calling the low pitch, and the count is 2-2 and the pitch. That's another low ball, so he's not calling that low. Tell him to bring it up. And the count go full here at 3-2.
Anywhere close, you got it.
So Devontae looks to protect that plate at all costs. And the pitch. Swung on and fouled back over the backstop. So nice cut there by Devontae. And he's still battling in this at-bat. And the count is full. One out here, bottom of the first, the pitch. Oh, that's on the ground. So Devontae get on base. So Devontae boogies on down to first base. So we get our second batter of the inning on base. And number 0, Kirk Campbell steps into the batter's box with Cameron Scott sitting on deck. So the sun is still a killer, so it's a great time to put some balls in the outfield right now because that sun is pretty deadly out there to those outfielders. So Devontae always looking to make it happen. Oh, and I know Kurt's not happy about that when he took one for the team. Kurt loves to swing that bat, so not the most pleasant sight for our Red fans, as we'd like to see him swing it as well. But we'll watch him boogie on down to first base after being hit by a pitch, and now we got a runner on first and second in scoring position. We won out here in the bottom of the first. So coming to the plate is number 7, Cameron Scott.
All right, Cam, let's go, kid.
All right, so Caden Ferentz, who's been swinging the bat pretty good today, he sets on deck, and Cameron Scott waits to receive the first pitch. Oh, that's a nice little pitch, catches the outside. Not a bad pitch for Cameron to let go by. It was a little bit low and outside, but it did catch that corner, and now he's behind in the count 0-1. Devontae sits on second with a nice little lead. Kurt's on first base. One out here, the bottom of the first, and the pitch. Nice cut there. Almost Cam. That was a great cut by Cam, but he fouls it over the first base line.
Straighten it out, you got it.
But he's behind in the count now, 0-2. So protecting at all costs is what he's trying to do, as he has 2 strikes on him. Cam waits for the pitch. Swung on and popped over again. So Cam just a little bit late on the pitch, but he's still battling as the counter stay 0-2 here. So good opportunity for us to get off to a faster start, and truly hoping that happens in this game. Runners on first and second. Caden Ferentz is sitting on deck waiting for his opportunity. Ooh! And it hits to the backstop. And both of our runners advance to second and third. So now we got 2 runners in scoring position with one out here in the bottom of the first inning. That'll take the count. To 1-2. Everybody thought it hit him, but Cameron was able to move himself out the way without being hit. So now we got runners in scoring position. Nice pitch, nice hit. He finds the hole. We should be able to play 2. We got one for sure. They get the ball in pretty fast, so Kurt makes a turn. He decides to hold up. Cam hits one a line drive right to right field. So we get on the scoreboard first, which is always a plus. So Cam helps us get our first run of the inning. So 3 batters up so far. No, 4 batters up so far, and 3 get on base. So nice job from Cameron being able to find that hole right there between first and second and getting it into the outfield. So right now we got runners on first and third. Kurt sits on third. Anything wild, he's pretty sure is going to come home. Cam takes a nice little lead. Both of them take a nice little lead. They got the pitcher's head on the swivel. He backs off. Cam decides to say, hey, you going to throw it over here? Throw it over here. Cam stays pretty solid, pretty strong. Pitcher trying to figure out what strategy he wants to go with these both of these runners taking huge leads off the base. One out here in the bottom of the first. The pitch. Ooh, nice pitch. He throws the ball. Uh-oh. And that gets past him. And Kurt Campbell strolls on home for our second run of the inning. So that was Kurt. So everybody's really excited right now because it looks like Cameron has turned into a stealing machine, as now he has two great steals back-to-back games, doing a wonderful job for our Covington Reds as he boogies on over to second base. Kurt comes home, and now we have 2 runs on the scoreboard with 1 out still here in the bottom of the first. Ooh, yep, it caught him. It caught him right there on the thigh. You good? Yeah, he said. Kay wanted to make sure he just didn't hear him say take your base, but he said dead ball. So he said Caden has a nice little funny moment there. Caden said he knew he got hit immediately. He grabbed his thigh and just wanted to verify with the umpire that he got hit. So as he gets hit by the pitch, he moseys on down to first base. So up to bat now is Marcus Salem. Now, this young man had a phenomenal day the last game we just played, earning him 5 RBIs in the last game. So if he continues to keep that hot streak going, we should have something pretty good here. As Cameron sits on second base, and Caden takes a big lead on first. Ooh, nice pitch. Oh, it goes by the third baseman as Cam Mosley's on the third base. He gets this go side, and here it goes. He got to get that. Oh, he's out. He's out. Yep. He got him. Yep, he got him. So nice hit, but a great play at the plate. But he definitely got him. It was going to be a tough one, but great job by the catcher as he stopped us from getting our third run. All right, folks. So great play there by the Pickles 16U squad as third baseman had a tough time with that line drive, but the left fielder was able to gather the ball and toss it home with a great throw from left field, and they was able to throw Cameron out at the plate. So it was a good play, bang, bang, but was definitely out at the plate. So 2 outs here. In the bottom of the first inning, our boys have jumped out on top 2-0 here. We still have 2 runners on base, so still a great opportunity as Brandon Scott, number 1, steps into the batter's box with number 5, Sage Lovelace, sitting on deck. So Caden sits on second base. And Marcus continues his hot hitting streak as he continues to get himself on base. Nice opportunity here for Brandon Scott to put a ball in play and earn some RBIs. And the pitch. That's high and outside. So it's a nice big old gap there between short and third. Let's see if he may be able to find that Oppo there. That's low and outside. So he's ahead in the count 2-0. So there's definitely room for a line drive right there opposite field between shortstop and third base. Once again, we got 2 runners on, a man on first and a man on second. Pitcher has his head on the swivel. That ball is low again, so right now he's well ahead. This is definitely a take pitch for him as the count goes to 3-0. Lights have already flashed on, which is a great sign. Sun still seems to be a problem. And it's popped out to right field. He hits a dinger. It going towards the fence, and he makes the catch. So great job by their right fielder as he tracks it all the way down to the fence and makes the catch. So Brandon had hit a shot out to right center, and the right fielder made a great play. And that'll end the inning for us as we head to the top of the second. Our boys do a great job with a faster start than normal as we jump on the scoreboard with 2 runs and we lead the count 2-0 here, heading to the top of the second inning. All right, welcome back as we headed to the top of the second inning. Our Covington Reds take the lead here, 16U Covington Reds by the score of 2-0 here. Chris Ross still back on the hill. And we're going to do our best job to see if we can go 3 of 3 down here for Mr. Chris Ross. So far, we flipped the script on how we've started our previous 2 games by jumping on the scoreboard first. All right, so right now, we want to see if we can keep as many balls in the infield as that outfield fly ball is kind of treacherous because that sun is still out. And the pitch from Chris catches ball to the inside. It goes to center field. He's trying to find it in that sun. Great job, because I'll tell you, I know that sun was kicking his butt out there, but he did a great job of local. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So Mr. Campbell, like always, has got my back, and he saw what I saw. He keeps it as real as he possibly can. So he made it look a little bit harder than it should have been, even though I definitely say he was battling the sun. But either way, he did make the play, and that's our first out here of the inning. So ball hits. There was one hit to Kurt. The sure-handed Kurt normally makes that play with no problem. He'll tell you right now he has to have that one. So it was right in his glove. He was getting ready to shoot that shot over to first base, but unable to get it over there because of the bobble on the hard line drive. And now their batter gets him a single on first base. So 1 out here, man on first base. We're in the top of the second here in Winder, Georgia, as this is the Mother's Day Classic. One day, 2 games guaranteed. We've moved past the pool play, and we've made it all the way to the Final Four as the number 1 seed. The pitch goes in. Wild pitch. Ball bounces away from Tyson, and their man boogies on down to second base. So 1-0 is the count here on the second batter of the third batter of the inning. Chris takes 2 looks at the second base, fires it in, and he catches him on the chest, and that'll be a hit by pitch. He moseys on down to first base. So Chris getting himself into a little bit of trouble here. We do have 1 out here in the top of the second, but definitely want to let those 2 folks get on base. So Chris goes back to work, takes a peek at the runner on second base, and delivers right down the middle. So not sure what the batter was doing. He was backing up at the side of the ball. Chris throws a nice fastball right down the pipe, and he's ahead in the count 0-1. Chris double backs to second, throws another one right down the pipe. So to me, he needs to stay right there with another fastball as he's ahead in the count 0-2. So the sun is really affecting because the pitcher is right there where the sun line is stopping between the shade and the sun. And Tyson's trying to do a great job of getting it back because he knows it's going to be hard. And that's another 3 straight fastballs right down the middle. So Chris is getting himself out of some trouble as now we have 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. So 3 extremely fast balls there for Chris Ross. And now we're trying to work again for that illustrious third out with 2 men on base, a runner on first and second. Top of the second inning, 2 outs. Another nice pitch right there. So Chris is in his groove right now as he blows another fastball by the batter, and he jumps out ahead of the batter with the count 0-1. Quick peek back to second base, spins around and throws it. So just trying to keep that runner honest over there as Chris does a nice little spin move. But the runner made it back safe and sound, and we'll get back to business on this batter. 2 down, count is 0-1 here, and we're in the top of the second. We lead the scoreboard here 2-0 here over the Pickles 16U. Nice pitch right there. So, boy, after throwing those fastballs, he changed it up on him right there. That was a pretty nasty pitch by Sir Chris Ross. So he's ahead on the count, 0-2 here, trying to get us out the inning with one more pitch. They're paying a lot of attention to that man on second, but the pitch is delivered right down the middle. So easy work there for Sir Chris Ross as we'll get out of the inning, not giving up any runs, and we lead the contest going into the bottom of the second by the score of 2-0. Coming up to the plate will be number 5, Sage Lovelace, with number 17, Lewis Chaney on deck. All right, folks, as we mosey our way on into the bottom of the second, once again, our Covington Reds 16U is leading this contest 2-0 over the Pickles 16U. Sage Lovelace will be standing into the batter's box with Lewis Cheney sitting on deck. Okay, gotcha. All right, and the first pitch for Sage goes outside, so he's ahead in the count 1-0. The sun seems to be hanging out a little bit longer than we thought it would. I'm glad they turned the lights on, but it's still treacherous out there for those outfielders. And the pitch. Ooh, that catches that outside corner, but Sage watches it go by, so now he's ahead in count at 2-0. And the pitch. Ooh, that catches the outside corner. As Sage watched that one go by. And now the count is 2-1. And the pitch. Swung on and popped over. That goes over the backstop. And that'll take the count even at 2-2 for Sage.
Straighten it out. You got it.
Sage, have fun, kid. No pressure.
Count is 2-2 on Sage here. Bottom of the second inning, trying to get our first batter on base. Nice swing right there in the gap. So Sage finds the hole, and he'll get a single out of that one. So great job. Great piece of hitting. Great piece of hitting there by Sage Lovelace. And now coming to the bat, number 17, Lewis Cheney, with number 25, Tyson Maxey on deck. No outs here in the bottom of the second. We lead the scoreboard 2-0 over Pickles 16U. And my main man, Lewis Cheney, in the batter's box. And the pitch. That one's low and inside. He backs out, and he'll start off ahead in the count 1-0. And the pitch. Swung on and fouled back to the backstop. That'll even up the count at 1-1 here on Lewis. Shadows are just taking their time creeping on the field as they finally pass the pitcher's mound. And I know those outfielders are wishing it keeps on coming. Man on first base, pitcher takes a peek around. And Sage takes off running. He turned back and looked. Oh, he's safe. He's safe. So he slid around the tag down. The guy, he came from the opposite side. Had he been on the same side as Sage, he might have been able to get him out. Sage peeked back a little bit too much, but he's able to make it in there. So we'll take it any day, all day. As Sage still second, puts himself in scoring position. Swing and a miss. Got to be counted as 2-2. Yep, 2-2. We got a runner on second. Sage actually stole to second base. That's outside. Ball gets away from the catcher, and Sage boogies on down to third, so he puts himself even in better position to score. We don't have any outs here in the bottom of the second, and the count is full here for Lewis Cheney. So Sweet Lou has an opportunity to get a RBI here, as Sage is stolen all the way around to third base. And the pitch. Swung on and cracked out to outfield. It hung up. Nice catch by the center fielder. He throws it in. So nice play by the center fielder. The ball hung up in the air. It was a nice cut there by Lewis. But it hangs up. Center fielder makes the catch. And that'll be out number 1 here in the bottom of the second inning. Coming to the plate for our Covington Reds 16U, number 25, Tyson Maxey, with number 10, Gabriel White, as we reach back almost to the top of the order. So an opportunity for Tyson to get him an RBI here if he just puts it in play. Pitcher looks over to third base and delivers. That's outside and low. So Tyson takes the first pitch, which is a ball. I want to thank everybody for tuning into the live broadcast. EGN Sports is bringing it to you live from Winder, Georgia. And the pitch is delivered. Oh, that's outside. And now Tyson finds himself ahead in the counts. So he gets to pick which pitch he wants to swing on as the count goes to 2-0. One out here. This is a Final Four game. Winner of this game heads off into the championship for this Mother's Day Classic. Nice pitch. Hit on to left field, and it goes over the left fielder's head. So great hit by Tyson Maxey as the ball still rolls out to the field. We see Sage comes in and gets another run for us, and Tyson Maxey steps up to the plate with a huge double, and he gets him an RBI, and that'll add another run to the scoreboard. So it looks like we're going to find somebody to run for our catcher as Tyson does his job. Coach Tay Lovelace is looking to find somebody to run. He's letting his score kind of run as Tyson Maxey should get a lot of love when he heads back to the dugout as he finds the hole. Actually, it went right over the left fielder's head and headed to the fence, and we were able to play a run. So now
Gabe, you got it.
We lead on the scoreboard 3-0 here, still in the bottom of the second with 0 outs. Gabriel White stepping into the batter's box. Gabriel White is 0 for 1 here on the day. He struck out in his first at bat, but we are at the top of the order, and Gabe gets another opportunity. And the pitch. That's outside. So for the last three batters, the pitcher started off with an outside pitch. So each one of our batters are starting off ahead in the at-bat. J-Man sitting on second, running for Tyson Maxey. Swing and a miss. Keep your eye on the ball. And now the count is even at 1-1.
Go, Gabe, you got it.
And Gabe basically put the bat out there and it gets an opportunity as the catcher unable to secure the ball. And J-Man boogies down to third base. So the count is 2 balls, 1 strike here on Gabriel. He got an opportunity to get an RBI. Great opportunity for him. Let's see if he can put it in play. As he puts another bunt, and he bunts it there. So actually had good contact, but it goes outside the third base line, and that's going to be a foul. So another opportunity is there for Gabe to bunt, as now the count is even at 2-2 with 1 out. Swing away, kid. Swing away. Have fun.
That's the ball. You got it.
All right, so the count is 2-2 on Gabe here with 1 out. We do have a runner on third base trying to get him in. And the pitch. Oh, so Gabe having a tough time at the plate right now as he swings and strikes out. The batter throws the chains up, had Gabe all over the place on that one. So Devontae steps up in the plate with an opportunity to get an RBI. 2 outs here, man on third. J-Man comes down. Nice swing and fouls it down the first base line. So Devontae was all over that one as he fouls it over the third base line. I'm sorry, first base line, forgive me. So we're trying to get that run in after that great double that Tyson put in play to get a run across the plate. We're trying to get this runner as J-Man is nice hit right there in that gap again, and he gets it in there. So Devontae does his job and gets J-Man across the plate. So nice little single there for Devontae. And we'll add another run to the scoreboard. We now lead the contest 4-0 here in the bottom of the second. Kurt Campbell steps into the batter's box with Cameron Scott on deck. So 2 outs, trying to have one of those 2-out rallies as well. A lot of these players have been known to do that. So off to a faster start than we were in our previous games. They know these are the win and go home games. So definitely putting in huge effort here early in the game. Swung on by Kurt. He puts it in play. It goes to shortstop. Great play by the shortstop, but unable to secure the ball to go over to first. So Kurt to get him a single heading over to first base, and he moves the runner to second base. So great job by Kurt. So now we got a man on first and second here, 2 outs. Cameron Scott comes up to the plate, and Caden Ferentz is sitting on deck. So Cameron Scott has a conversation with Coach Tay about the strategy to try to keep this inning alive. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. We got 4 runs across the plate. Javante sits on second. Kurt Campbell sits on first. And the pitch. Ooh, that one kind of curved out. Cameron let that one keep on drifting outside, and he'll start off ahead in the count 1-0. And the pitch. Ooh, that's high and inside. Cam watches that one. He could have wore that one as well, of course. Oh. Okay, so I'm thinking it was a balk. So it looks like it was a balk, and all runners move along. So now we have runners on second and third, 2 outs, 2 balls on Kurt. Oh, swing and a miss. So big cut there by Cameron. And that'll be his first strike of the at-bat, and the count goes to 2-1. So now we got Devontae sitting on third, Kurt Campbell sitting on second, trying to get those 2 home. All we need is a nice little base hit from Cameron Scott. Oh, and that one bounces. Great stop there by the catcher as he stops that one from going by. That could have been a little bit of disastrous for the Pickles 16U. But great job by that young man behind the plate. Count goes to 3-1 here for Cameron Scott. Still trying to find a single somewhere. Oh, he pokes it, goes back to the fence. And that'll take the count to full as he'll be protecting the plate at all costs. So the count's full. We got a runner on third, one on second. Try not to leave him out there lonely. As Cameron Scott gets back in the box. Pitcher looks down the hole and pitches. Oh, he throws that one outside, so that's going to be a walk. And Cameron. And that one's a walk, so it came a lot sooner than later on there. I think what happened is on the ball. No. Yep, so they canceled out that pitch, but we still had a walk. So now, Caden Ferentz steps into the batter's box. We do have Marcus Salem on deck. 2 outs here. Great opportunity here for Caden to get some RBIs as the bases are juiced here in the bottom of the second inning. And the pitch. Ooh, nice little pitch as Caden knew that one. He thought he was just going to watch that one, but knew that one was a pretty good pitch as he falls behind in the count 0-1. Bases juiced. And the pitch. Oh, that goes outside. And now the count is 1-1.
I don't know how long.
Just saw my main man, Jarrell, watching the broadcast. Hey, Jarrell, he did not, unfortunately, we were right here on it. And that was a great tag at home plate. We did get it out, and I'm going to call a spade for the show. And unfortunately, we weren't able to get in there as that ball is bounced right there. So Caden Ferentz is up in the count 2-1. Bases of juice, nowhere to put this young man. So Caden should see a couple of good pitches come across the plate. But to finish up with you, Jarrell, my man, yeah, unfortunately, that ball or that play, he was out. Oh, swing. And Caden fights one off right over the backstop. Count goes to 2-2 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Say that again about 5 times. The count is 2-2 in the bottom of the second with 2 outs. Boy, you got to be pretty bad to be able to do that. All right, so Caden trying to keep this rally going. Oh, swing and miss. So pitcher gets himself out of that. We strand 3 on the bases as we head into the top of the third, but we increase our lead as your Covington Reds 16U leads the count 4-0 over Pickles U 16U. All right, fans, I want to thank you for tuning in to the live broadcast. EGN Sports is bringing to you live Covington Reds 16U baseball. We are live from Winder, Georgia, as our Covington Reds have made it into the Final Four of the Mother's Day Classic. And we lead on the scoreboard by the score of 4-0 over the Pickles 16U squad. Chris Ross is back on the mound, pitching his third inning of this semifinal 4 game. As, not quite sure what we were doing right there. As we let the ball get way out into the outfield. All right, so we head to the top of the third inning. It's Ross throwing gas out there on the hill. Doing an excellent job here for our Covington Red 16U as we've not allowed them to play any runs here. So the infield pretty much stays the same as well as the outfield. All right, batter steps into the batter's box. Chris Ross, like I said, been throwing gas all game. Delivers the pitch, low and outside, bounces it in there, and Chris will start off behind on the count, 1-0. So once again, I want to thank my man Jarrell out there for tuning into the live broadcast and also throwing out some comments about what's taking place on the diamond. Feel free, anybody, if you want to find out anything more than what we're giving you over the broadcast, leave a message. I have our producer here who's checking the YouTube chat account, and we'll try to answer any questions that you may have. Nice pitch right there. As he stays ahead on the count here of 1-2. So Chris Ross not wasting any time on that mound. He's setting and delivering. Once again, he pulls the trigger. So the count should be even at 2-2 here. This is the first batter of the inning. Chris goes back at it. He shoots one down the third base line, and it just goes outside the third base line. That ball was hit pretty hard there. Could have been some trouble if had it gotten inside the third base. But we'll take that foul all day, every day, as they toss the ball back into Chris Ross, and he gets ready to go back to work. And the pitch. Nice pitch. So I don't know. I mean, he had the batter all discombobulated right there as he threw one that looked like it was coming at him and curved to the outside. So once again, Chris lighting that outside corner up. So one out here in the top of the third inning. Chris Ross on the mound throwing gas. As we get the second batter to the at-bat, and the ball comes straight back to the dugout. And Chris will start off once again behind the batter at 1-0. And the pitch. Whoo, jams him inside. He blowing gas right now. So Chris gets the batter to swing and miss as he's locked and loaded, not wasting any time on the mound. You get in, I'm throwing. He throws another one. So the batter's a little discombobulated right now as he's having a hard time catching up with the pitches. As I can understand, Chris Ross is throwing gas right now, ladies and gentlemen. And the third pitch, oh my goodness, grabs him again. That Chris Ross is something special right now. He is standing delivering right now. So that's what I'm talking about. So that's 2 outs here in the top of the third. Chris Ross pitching a gem of a game here so far as we lead the contest 4-0. Chris not giving him an opportunity at all as he is in his rare zone right now. And the pitch. That's low and outside. Great stop there by Tyson. So once again, I think that's his MO right now to start off 1-0 as he started off each of these 3 batters here in this inning at 1-0. But then he comes back with that gas. Ooh! Okay, that was a phenomenal pitch right there. Looked like he caught that outside corner. Umpire didn't like it, so now he's behind the count 2-0. He'll come back into it, and it's hit out to left field, left center. So nice swing there by number 4 as he hits one to Caden LaFrance. Catches the ball, he catches it in, tosses it in to Kurt. Kurt turns around, and nice double by the batter as he hits one in the left center and breaks up our 3 up and 3 down. So nice swing there as he gets a double. So now they have a man in scoring position on second base here. The pitcher, I believe, for the Pickles 16U squad steps into the batter's box. The batter who just obtained a double takes off his batting equipment, and Chris Ross goes back to work. The pitch. Oh, he bounces that one in there. Great job by Tyson to come up ready to throw. Batter decides to go back to second base. So once again, Chris starts off behind in the count 1-0. Man on second base in scoring position. We lead the contest 4-0 in the top of the third. Oh my goodness. So Chris totally lost that one right there. So yeah, Chris lost that one. He just slipped off his fingers and grabbed the batter. So that hit by pitch and the runner will mosey on down. He seems to be fine. So Chris is going to regroup. 2 outs here, trying to get that illustrious third out once again. 2 outs here in the top of the third. We lead the contest 4-0 over Pickles 16U. Chris takes a peek at the second base runner and the pitch. He's running, but the ball's popped high in the air. Gabe gets under it, and he makes the out, and we get out of the inning. So great job by Chris Ross as he gives him an opportunity to make a play in the field. Gabe catches the deep fly. And we mosey into the bottom of the third inning. So excellent job there by our Covington Reds 16U as we lead the contest in and going into the bottom of the third by the score of 4-0. Folks, want to truly thank everybody for tuning into the live broadcast on YouTube. EGN Sports is going to bring it to you all summer long as we cover the Covington Reds 16U squad. We're going to be doing a lot of things in conjunction with Ms. Shay Shay, who is the team manager. Go to our Facebook page for the Covington Reds, and you'll see an assortment of different videos and photographs of the team getting prepared for this summer season, as well as some game action as well. So going to have a lot of things going because we want to give these athletes as much exposure as we can. So stay tuned for a lot of great things that are coming down the pipe for our Covington Reds 16U. All right, as we mosey on into the bottom of the third inning, really good outing there for Chris Ross as he gets the last batter to pop out to deep center. Gabe was able to get underneath it and get the third and final out of the inning. Coming up to the bat for your Covington Reds 16U is number 13, Marcus Salem. And on deck will be number 1, Brandon Scott. This is the Final Four game. Winner of this game heads off into the championship for the Mother's Day Classic here on Saturday evening. So it looks as if Pickles 16U has made a change on the pitcher's mound. I believe the young man pitching now was the actual catcher here for the last two innings. And he takes over in the bottom of the third inning and see what he can do with our boys coming up to the plate. So the sun has finally creeped over the entire field as Coach Tay is walking around doing a great job out there for the team. We got something to talk about afterwards. He probably don't know what I'm talking about, but we're going to talk about him sending old Cameron around that third base line. But, hey, if you're not being aggressive, you're not playing baseball, and you're not trying to win. So one thing that we can definitely put on the shoulders of our Coach Tay Lovelace is he's definitely going to be aggressive. That's his style, and he gets these boys ready every day they come to practice. So been an outstanding day here for our Covington Red 16U squad as they're stepping up to the plate, doing what they need to do. So this is the Final Four game. Like I said, we played 2 pool games and won those decisively as we headed into this single elimination round by becoming the number 1 seed coming out of pool play. All right, so number 13, Marcus Salem, who has had a fantastic day here at the plate in both games. He hit a nice shot, line drive over the center fielder's head in the last game to plate 3 runs because the bases were juice, which earned him player of the game. And Marcus trying to stay hot here as his coach Tay Lovelace shouts out as he watches one go low and outside. And so he's ahead off at the beginning of the count. 1-0. Once again, number 1, Brandon Scott sits on deck. And the pitch. That's low as well. So now Marcus finds himself in the driver's seat once again as the count goes to 2-0. And the pitch. Swung on and missed. Big cut there by Marcus as he was trying to kill that one. Swinging and miss there for our Marcus Salem is now he's still ahead in the count 2-1. And the pitch. Swung on and missed again. So pitcher bringing a little bit of heat, coming from behind the catcher spot. Now the count is even at 2-2. So 2 big swings there from Marcus. He's trying to take both of them yard. And now the count is even 2-2. And the pitch. Swung on and foul tipped. So Marcus is battling here at the plate. Count is 2-2 here in the bottom of the third inning. Once again, we lead the contest 4-0. And the pitch. Swung on and pop. Ooh, so a dangerous hitter Marcus is. He sends one over the third base line fence. It sounds like it might have hit some car over there. Looks like it may have hit a car out there. We hope not, truly hope not. As Marcus continues to battle here. Like I said, having a phenomenal day at the plate. Great pitching battle here. And the pitch. Oh, that one goes high. So that one slips off the pitcher's fingers. Marcus ducks underneath it. And now the count is juiced at 3-2. So as Coach Tay always says, somebody has to win it. And of course, we pull it for our guy as Marcus gets ready to size it up. Oh, that one's high as well. So Marcus battles back. And he's going to boogie on down to first base with a walk. And here comes Brandon Scott up to the batter's box. Sage Lovelace will be sitting on deck. So good at bat there for Marcus. He's been real steady at the plate all tournament long. Brandon gets some instructions there from Coach Tay Lovelace, and he steps into the batter's box right now. Our lead off batter is on first base, and we're trying to move him around. And the pitch. Ooh, that's high and inside. Brandon backs out of that one. And he's ahead on the count, 1-0. Pitcher takes a look over at first base. And the pitch. Oh, that's outside as well. So the count goes to 2-0. Sitting on first base. Pitcher gets back. Takes a peek over there at Marcus. He throws over to Marcus. Marcus dives back, and he's safe and sound over there. So nice little pickoff attempt over there by the pitcher. Count still 2-0 here. He takes another peek over at Marcus. And the pitch. Oh, that's low and inside, but that gets away from the catcher, and Marcus boogies on down to second base, and he'll get in standing up. So Brandon well ahead in this count, 3-0. Marcus boogies on down to second base and sets himself up in the scoring position. So all we need here is a base hit here from Brandon. If he gets an opportunity, he's ahead in the count, 3-0. And that's going to be high. So 4 straight pitches, 4 straight balls there for Brandon. He definitely wanted to get his hands on a pitch. Unfortunately, he received 4 straight balls, and he makes his way down to first base. So now Sage Lovelace, number 5, steps into the batter's box after getting the signals there from Coach Tay Lovelace. Great opportunity to move the runners again, as he's found the hole right there in between shortstop and third base last time. Let's see if he can pull another one over there. And the pitch. Ooh, that's low and outside. And he'll start off ahead in the count, 1-0. So the sun has completely disappeared here on the field. It's starting to become a little bit chilly. I got my shorts on, so might be in trouble for that next game as the pitcher throws one outside again, and the count goes to 2-0. But believe it or not, my main man, Mr. Kirk Campbell, was able to find a blanket in my wagon that my director was not looking for. And now I'll be able to cover it. Ooh, Michael Campbell. All right, so now Sage is looking at a 3-0 count. Typically, you take the pitch, but if he sees one down the middle, 2 runners in position, we might need to swing at this one. Yeah, he did. I kind of figured he was. That'll take the count to 3-1 here in the bottom of the third. We lead the contest 4-0, but we do have men in scoring position. Got a man on second, of course, and we do have a man on first base. So Say's trying to put one in play here. Ooh, that's a low inside ball, and now we've walked the bases full. So my main man Lou steps into the plate with bases loaded, no outs here in the bottom of the third. We lead the contest 14-0 over the Pickles 16U squad. Coach Tay Lovelace gathers his troops up, talk strategy, as both teams are talking strategy as the Pickles coach heads out to the mound. Not sure, this pitcher just started his inning, so they may be trying to come up with some play to get some runners out that are on base because the bases are juiced. All right, as we come back to live action here in Wyoming, Georgia, Number 17, Lewis Cheney, steps into the batter's box with the bases juice. He takes a big cut, and that goes foul. It actually wasn't fouled back. It was just missed by the catcher. But it's a short backstop, folks, so you're not going to see a lot of athletes coming down as Coach Lovelace is giving a fit as the players are not communicating with the other players on where the ball is. So that's what he was a little frustrated with. So that was a swing and a miss by Lewis. And the pitch. That's low and outside. Now the count is even at 1-1. Once again, the base is juice. So a lot of a great opportunity there. A lot of opportunity here for Lewis. Count is 1-1. And the pitch. That's low and outside as well. So right now, Lewis steps back ahead in the count. 2 balls, 1 strike. Marcus sits on third. Brandon's on second. Ooh, that's inside. And no play there for any of our athletes. And the count now goes to 3-1. Got Brandon on second. And Sage is sitting on first base. The lights are out. Sun is gone. And the temperature is going down fast. And the pitch. Ooh, nice pitch by the pitcher as Lewis laid all out with a big cut on that one. So a swing and miss. Count goes to 3-2 here on Lewis. Bases are juiced. Big pitch here. And the pitch. Swung on and cracked out the right field. That could be. Oh, it hits the fence. Bounces off the fence. We should be able to clear the bases. Got one coming in. We got Brandon coming around. Lewis makes it to second. Sage makes it to third. So a shot. When I say a shot to right field, it definitely bounced off that one. From where I'm sitting, it almost looked like it was headed over the fence. But great hit there as Lewis Cheney busts one out to right field, and he'll get a double. And we'll put 2 more on the scoreboard. And now we lead the contest 6-0 here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. So outstanding. Outstanding hit by our batter. Now Tyson Maxey, who hit another bomb in a couple of games, doing well at the plate as well, watches one go low and outside. So the count goes to 1-0 as he starts off ahead. Great position here for Tyson. He's been having a great time at the plate as well. And the pitch. Oh, that's low and outside. It bounces. Just not a lot of room there for you to come in off a wild pitch because this is a short backstop, folks. And that'll take the count to 2-0. My apologies, folks. We had a pitch that hit the fence that just knocked the camera out of whack, but we were able to get it right back real quick. And that one bounces in the dirt. And Tyson alertly, and that's what all ball players need to boogie on down when they get that walk signal on four balls. He boogied on down to first base. Now we got the bases loaded. And Chris Ross steps into the play. So this should be pretty interesting right here. So heads up, base running from both of the runners. Sage Lovelace comes in. Big Lou, Sweet Lou comes around as well. And we played 2 on a ball that hits the backstop, folks. And that kind of told me a little something because it seemed like there was not going to be an opportunity for a ball. So low. I got to turn it off, no? Why?
The messed up part is, man, when you're performing.
All right, folks. So a little bit of entertainment there as we saw Chris Ross fly out, but hopefully you guys got a chance to see the aggressive base running here from our Covington Reds 16U as we was able to play 2 more runs. As Sage came in first with the short backstop, he was able to get in. Actually, he was caught dead to right, but was able to come in with such force that it jarred the bar out. Oh! All right, so hey, heads up running, even though it was a foul ball. He came in. No, you got to go back. Okay, so we got a little discrepancy going on. They said it was a foul ball. My head was down, so I really didn't get a chance to see it. Umpire is not real happy about the comments coming from over here where we are from our opposing team making comments. So they're trying to find out what actually took place. So what they're trying to find out if it was a foul ball or not. So it looks like that runner has to come back from heading the dugout. Hey, it was heads up running, even though it was a foul ball. He'll have to head back out to third base. Okay, so all things are good. Oh, all right. So our new base runner Trent heads back to third base, and it's 2 outs. Did he say 1-2? Okay, thank you very much. All right, so we get everything back together. Count as 1-2 here on Devontae. We do have a man on third trying to get him across the plate, and the pitch 1 out. Ooh, nice cut by Devontae. Foul tip back into the glove, and that'll be strike 3. So Kurt Campbell steps up to the batter's box with number 7 Cameron Scott sitting on deck. We do have that runner on third base trying to get in. We'd love to have another score as it's counted 6-0 here in the bottom of the third. Kurt looking to get RBI as the pitch comes in, catches the outside corner, and Kurt will be behind in the count 0-1. So dealing with a little bit of a issue here with the electronics. Kurt gets one, flies it back over the backstop. And the count goes to 0-2. So Kurt battling here. 0-2 at the plate. We got 2 outs on us. So Kurt locks in. And the pitch. Oh, swing and a miss. So that'll end the half. That'll end the inning as we'll mosey on into the first. But we did play a couple of runs there as we lead the contest 6-0 over the Pickles 16U. All right, folks, we head to the top of the fourth inning. Our Covington Reds lead the contest 8-0 over the Pickle 16U. Some really aggressive base running as Chris Ross is back on the hill doing a phenomenal job as he blows one by. But hey, nice cut there by the batter as he fouls it back over the backstop. But Chris will be ahead in the count 0-1. Gabe makes a great catch out there in outfield. And that'll give us our first, or give them their first out of the inning. All right, so batter number 2 here in the top of the fourth inning. Chris Ross goes back to work, and the pitch. Swing and a miss there by the batter as he threw a curveball here, hit it outside, low and outside. Swing and a miss for the batter, and now the count is 0-1. Once again, we lead on the scoreboard 8-0. This is the Final Four game, trying to head into that championship. Ooh, nice pitch by Chris as it started out high, and that curveball did look like he caught that inside corner or outside corner. but the umpire didn't like it, and it goes even at 1-1. And the pitch. Ooh, he lost that one off the fingers. That'll take the count to 2-1. So he's rocking and rolling. He's in his groove, and he blows one right by him. So you can always tell when Chris is ready to throw that gas because he wastes no time out there on the mound. And I'll take the count even at 2-2. So one out here in the top of the fourth inning. Chris rears back and throws another fastball, and that'll be 3 strikes and you're out. So Chris has really found his groove here in the Final Four game. Blows it right past the batter. So with 2 outs here in the top of the fourth, Chris Ross having his way with the batters here. As he's pitched a phenomenal game, shutout baseball here. As we lead the contest 8-0 over Pickles 16U. Oh, you talking about a nice pitch. So the Pickles faithful not real happy with that pitch, but that curveball was nasty. And we lead on the scoreboard 0-1 here. And the pitch, swing and a miss right there. So not a whole lot being done with that heat as we try to get that last out here. 2 straight strikes there for Chris. As once he gets in his groove, it is hard to slow this kid down. And the pitch. Whoa! When you got that high heat, that was great. So now we've been a little bit belligerent on the other side as parents are starting to curse. As we head to the bottom of the fourth inning, that looks like that's the end of the game as our Covington Reds hold the opponent scoreless as we take the victory 8-0, and we'll head into the championship game, which should be as soon as the other game is over on the other field. So the boys doing an outstanding job, folks. I want to thank you for tuning into the live broadcast. EGN Sports truly enjoys bringing you the games. And we'll be here all summer long as our Covington Reds 16U squad will continue to make their trek throughout Georgia, playing in every tournament they possibly can. So we've had a great time as usual. The lights are out. The sun is gone. And we will be playing the championship game under the lights. So once again, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you at the next pitch.